Welcome to the next stream. Welcome to 1000 minis to 0 unpainted. Wait, this is incorrect. 1000 to 0 unpainted minis. There we go. Welcome to yet another stream. And today we are going to try finish the Venatari Squad. I have 3 on the desk today. I don't want to get overwhelmed, so we are going to do it slowly. Just a 3 in one go. And another 2 are going to wait a little bit, and we'll see. Maybe it's gonna be an easy job and we'll just finish them all together. So let's see, what should I do now? I can probably do the boots. I want to darken them up a little bit with black Legion contrast paint, because the leather is kind of light, kind of shiny. So yeah, this is gonna be the first step today. Welcome everyone. I see some people are joining, so as you can see, we are going ahead with these dudes, these flying dudes. Maybe I'll take this one today. So let's go ahead, start Black Legion. 2 hours today. Hopefully I'll manage to finish all 3 of them in these 2 hours. It's not an easy job. It's quite a lot of things to do on the hands still. Maybe not like a lot, just they require a little bit more of precision and attention, which is just taking more time. So let's take this. It's a little too big. I'm looking for the best brush for that. And probably this one. This Winsor Newton, size 0. So let's start. I'm taking the contrast. I believe it's not going. You will be able to see still the brown. We'll see about that though. Maybe I'll need to thin it down a little bit. I already see that might be the case. Yeah, I have to thin it down. So 1 minute. Let's take contrast medium. And we'll mix it up with I honestly thought it's less pigmented in the coverage. It's a little bit more see-through, which is apparently not the case. Or maybe I should just go ahead and do wash. Maybe that would be a better solution. We'll see. Okay, let's do the diluted one. And we'll decide. Yeah, this is better. Because I can still see the black finish and not lose the leather vibe. Even I can do 2 coats just to be sure it's more dark, but yeah, so the boot here on the front is quite dark. Yeah, it looks like black on the video. It has some brown see-through. Definitely was not the ideal. So I'll have to decide if I want to leave it this way or correct. Maybe not. No, it's quite dark, quite different. Yeah. Well, just for the next time, I should probably choose a place that it's less visible for trying color. Ah, so there is a leather here as well. So let's use it in this cushion. Here we go. And then we continue with the boots. Yeah, after drying, it's quite dark, so it's pretty good. Mm. But try to maybe do a one layer of this leather once again on the part that I feel it's too dark. Try to brighten it up. See if it's work. If it's gonna work. All right. Yeah, but the thin down paint definitely do the work. Let's take another one. Let it dry. I'm thinking now maybe I should do the gloves in a similar manner. Start because usually I have black gloves. Maybe for this model, so I'll switch things up a little bit. Just to keep the same vibe, you know. In the legs you have black pants and leather boots, and here you have a black shirt under and leather gloves. That's what I'm thinking. Can you guys see at all what I'm doing, or I'm not holding the model in the correct place. I can just adjust the camera a little bit. Maybe push it a little bit further. Let's see. How are you guys doing today? I hope all is good. Another day at work probably for most of the people. Working mornings and that stuff. Feel a little bit sick. I was saying that yesterday, but just the nose. I have some kind of a how you call it, like a runny nose situation. Some blocked nostrils. Not very comfortable. I was thinking yesterday night, should I just do another two Venatari in my free time, you know? Finish them all up. I was like, nah, it's too much. I was debating with myself quite hard if I should do 5 or 3 in one go. In the end, I decided against 5, sticking to 3. This is my comfortable space number. I don't need to prove anyone that I can do more. So let's not do that. Shit, it bothers me that this is too dark. I want to correct it right away. So I'll take the Express color, just put it only in this place to see if I can rescue the color. Or I should just go, you know, some light base straight away and then do again. 1 mahogany and one black. I think so, yeah. Because this looks better. This looks more brown, but looks just very dark. Like there's not much texture going on. So yeah, I'm gonna do small correction. I'm gonna use probably like gray sea or something as a base, or maybe I can actually use a gold, since the gold is underneath these. I'll just keep it darker, which I don't like this solution, honestly. Okay. We'll see about that. Okay. Did I paint the cush? Here, yes. What about here? Here, no. Okay. Because I used the ink to paint these. I mean, I used a bottom black, but a little bit of black ink too on the pens. They're kind of shiny, glossy looking. I'm gonna use probably like thinned down black from Vallejo to make it more matte. About black itself is already not very matte color. So I'll try to balance it a little bit. I have this model color Vallejo, which I believe might be a good solution. And it's gonna be just a glaze. Since it's black already. The idea just to give it a same looking texture and make it not shiny. It's a little bit more contrast medium. I feel like mix from not thinned down area getting to the place where I was mixing. And now it's much more pigment in this contrast. But I'm not gonna bother because this is the last place that I'm using it on the leather, so whatever. So right now I'm thinking, yeah, let's do this black glaze over the pants. As I said, I'm gonna use this time model color black, since it's much more matte finish. Should make the pants much smoother and less glossy. Quite a bit of water. I have the water in this cute bottle. It's distilled water. And it's very easy to take just the right amount. So So I did the glaze, and let's go over the pants. Let's see how is the finish after that. If I will need one more layer or one is okay. I think one should be fine, even that thinned down, because the base is already black. It's just a matter of getting the right texture and finish. So we'll see about that. The next step is gonna be painting these robes red, because I want to feel finally that I'm progressing the mini, and with these it's gonna be like pretty big step. All the base colors will be done. Okay. Oh, the silver. The silver. I have to do silver. Still. Okay. All right. Let it dry, and we'll see if there's any difference. Is this step even make any sense to do? So once again, another mini black glaze over black pants to give it matte texture. Not too much pigment, a lot of water. Pretty uncomfortable to pay these guys since they don't have base. I start to do the bases yesterday night. I can show you guys. It's gonna look like this. Of course, I'll paint it black and do the standard colors for them the same way like I did for all my custodies. But I wanted to make it dry over the night, so when I'm painting there's no problems with sound coming off or that kind of things. So if I have time today, I'm definitely gonna do the bases. And I'll do 5. Even though I'm doing 3 guys, I'm gonna do 5 bases, because bases are much easier to do and fast. They won't feel like a burden. Right, so that last guy. Black glaze. Over black pants. Here some joints can be done on black silver paint. And as I said, the finish should be a little bit different, because right now, because of the addition of the ink to the black, the ink, I gave the ink so the coverage is stronger, better. I don't need to do 2 coats. The downside is that it's a little bit glossy. I could probably, you know, say I don't care and just go with the thing that got finished with, but let's try. So, okay. I mean, the difference is quite insignificant, you know. The feeling is yeah. I mean, it's matte. It's just matte. There's no difference in color or anything. It's just matte. Which is the thing I was looking for. So if I will now do the metallic things, maybe it will all come together and look nice. Gotham IGI, good morning. Patrick says, o, po angielsku, a to dzień dobry w takim razie. Yeah, I'm doing this in English, guys, because I'm trying to reach new audience. We keep the Sunday streams on Polish with my brother, but the morning painting streams are going to be in English. Hope you don't mind. I'm looking for... Let's do the metals. Directly after I'll do the red. The interesting thing though, it's that I'm still getting more and more Polish viewers actually. So that's a little bit surprising. Francois, welcome back. So for the metal, I'm using this scale, 75, metal trash metal. Amazing paint in my opinion. I decided to switch the metal for this one instead of lead belcher as a it's thinner than lead belcher. Lead belcher is quite like gooey or whatever. Maybe my lead belcher is old, that's why it happened. But this one is definitely a great replacement. I did all the Palace metallics, as you can see there in the corner or on our Instagram, with this color. I have plenty of custodians to paint, but I lost the thing and don't know how to get back to painting. Yeah, I mean, I got you totally, because I had the same feeling, you know, for the last like 1 year or more, and I just keep stacking my pile of shame. That's why it's called 1000, because the pile of shame got really big, and I got quite frustrated with it. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do? How can I push myself to start painting again? And well, this kind of thing, which is like a social challenge, I guess. Like I'm putting myself into the internet and, you know, saying I'm gonna paint 1000. It's helping a little bit, you know, giving a push to show up and just continue painting. And I'm doing this. Well, this is the 3rd week I'm doing this challenge, so not that long. But there is a progress. So, and in the first place, what gave me this like push to paint was just I start to watch back again painting videos, you know. Basically the same thing I'm doing now. I start to watch. I start to see how the people are painting beautiful miniatures. They have nice ideas or, you know, some unique projects, and then I was like, damn, I forget that painting is actually quite fun. Just I need the right mind to do it. So these are the first small steps to get rid of my plastic army, gray plastic army, and make it at least okay looking, you know, nothing fancy, but at least okay looking. Okay looking, and you know, when I'm playing against someone painted army and there's a board with painted trains, it's gonna look nice. And I know this challenge is gonna take a while, like no way I'm gonna finish this until the end of the year. With the speed I'm doing things right now, probably like more 3 years, but and the thing with Pile of Shame, it's never going down. It's never smaller. I know people though that are just painting straight away the boxes that they've bought, and I highly admire them. I hope to get to that point. After I'm done with the 1000, I'm gonna get the box, paint it right away, and just, you know, have everything painted at all times. This is the utopia I'm dreaming of. But with constantly growing backlog, the time probably will go up to even like 5 years, maybe. We'll see. Maybe after 1 year I will be like, fuck that. I'll just pay to people to paint all my stuff, or just sell everything and be happy with what I have. The FOMO is too strong though. Fear of missing out is when I see these those pro mini painters, I'm getting intimidated because I don't have much experience. Yeah, that's why you can watch me instead. I'm not a pro painter and just a regular guy. Very simple techniques, easy to replicate. But yeah, I got you, because I watched on purpose the guys that, you know, paint, let's say on the normal level. Let's say like they paint well, the finished result is great, but the techniques they use are actually easy to replicate. Because if I watch like real pro painters, you know, Golden Demon winners, etc., they spend so much time on one mini, you know, a lot of coats, one color. Everything is really nicely finished and painted. Amazing highlights, amazing, you know, transitions. Have 3 big boxes and some smaller all custodies. Yeah, I mean, so probably like 3 combat patrols or something, and maybe some extra units, I would assume. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about custodies is that they are very easy to paint. No matter how you spin it, I mean, you can use non-metallic metal if you really want, but probably not. Probably just a regular gold. And then basically you have almost all the mini painted with that gold. I try to find someone near my place to paint together, but it's hard if I live near Poznan. If the thing with Warhammer in Poland is that probably most of the people that are playing are in the big cities, like Warsaw, like Gdańsk, and in general 3 City, Wrocław, and Poznan. I believe there must be someone, but just to meet and paint, yeah, it's not that easy probably, unless you organize something and you know, invite people to come to paint with you, and maybe it's possible, I guess. I one combat patrol, Auric champion, and Watchers of the Gate, 2 conductor dreads. Yeah, that's quite nice. Nice size army. So it's not that much. What, the combat patrol has bikers, I remember, guardians, and terminators. Not sure now. And yeah, 1 champion, Watchers of the Gate. I don't know how many miniatures there's in this box. I've painted like 20 custodies, and basically all this challenge was custodies and a few small boxes, yeah. And I still have left like 80 miniatures. It's gonna be a long project, you know. But let's go. If you have assembled them already, and join me, and we can paint together right now. Basically, this is the goal of the stream, like to invite people to paint together if they have time. At the moment, I know some people are working during my streams, or just you know, like to have something in the background to talk and have some noise, what I would say. But if you have time now, then 69 minutes to paint. Yeah, okay. So you're very similar size Custodes army. So let's do a challenge together. Let's paint all the Custodes until, wait, I don't want to fuck myself. I wanted to say until the end of the year, but that might be crazy. Too crazy, because I have some travels and that stuff, so probably won't be able to. But why not March? Or even we can extend it to next summer, you know, like June or something. In the end, you don't need to rush. It's all about how you feel. Also, I know people don't like to paint. They like to play, just assemble and play. And I get that, because I'm that person. I'm not the biggest fan of painting stuff. Just need to do it, so because it's you know, it's quite getting in my head. Like, I got all these minis. I'm playing against my friends, and my friends, they have painted minis. Even though the paint job usually is normal, okay, nothing special, but it from from the distance while playing, you don't focus on the smallest details. Just see that the mini is painted and it matches the mat and the terrain, so nobody cares if it's a beautiful paint job or whatever. So this is my cake. I got invited to hobby by my friend and I got it mostly to paint. Okay, I see. So you're more a collector painter. Yeah, I mean, for me that would be a tough job to do. Paint only. Maybe if you try gaming a little bit, and then you will get into that. And it's really satisfying to play with painted models, especially if it's your paint job. I feel like you can really feel proud of what you've done, because it's not easy to spend that many hours. It takes a lot of patience and dedication. I'm saying like it's some incredible thing to do, but you could probably just watch a football game and say it's your hobby, but you decided to do that. As a kid, I painted a lot with my older brother, but not Warhammer. We painted to World War II, Armored Army. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, there's I think World War II has like some board game now. Bolt Action, something like that. I think it's quite popular in Poland. Yeah, the good thing is to paint with your sibling if you have one and they're also into that hobby. And that's what I'm doing also on the Sunday streams. We are doing this streams in Polish, and we are painting together or just talking Warhammer and spending time enjoying the hobby. This is something that we grew up with together. I started with Eldars, he started with Orcs, and we were just playing and enjoying the hobby. We had friends. I mean, we have friends still in the same group that is playing until this day. It's gonna be like 15 years or even more. Those was normal models, 135 scale. I see. Okay. No, the gaming. But definitely it helped us that we had someone to spend this time with. I mean, you have someone to sit with, talk, and just paint together. Because we had painting sessions as well. Or assembling. Right now it's very difficult because we are living in different countries. But that's why we are doing the streams. Because of the streams we can connect, can talk. Morning bro. Crow GB. Oh, nice. Thank you for coming back. I shared Shadow Phone minis with my bro, but he just glued them, nothing else. Yeah, I mean, this hobby is not for everyone in the end. Maybe I was just lucky that my brother picked it up. Our age difference is not that big. It's like 3 years only. He's 3 years younger than me. And in the teenagers, he was looking up what I'm doing. He wanted to do the same. He was copying me, and I was like kind of frustrated that he did that. Like, oh, leave me alone. This is my thing. This is my hobby. You know. In the end, we played together and that stuff, but definitely now it's the time where we can truly enjoy and appreciate that we grew up with it together, and we continue, you know, share the same interest. Well, and that's why the name of the channel is Brohammer. You know, it's our uh, project. We did it together, and from the beginning, it used to be supposed to be our connection thing to do. Okay, right now I'm streaming alone, but he's working. That's fine. But at least this one time a week. I'm happy we can you know, call on Discord and just enjoy painting or talking or whatever we are doing on the stream. We were debating lately though that maybe we should start doing this in English, you know, to get a little bit more audience. It wouldn't be a natural language for both of us, so probably a little strange to listen to, and the accents, you know, I don't know if English viewers are focusing on the accent, if you know, we have a Polish accent or something, and then they would be like, no, I won't listen to that because I'm not talking like from UK, bro. But you know, it's something to debate about. I'm the younger brother, yeah, not the name makes sense. Oh lord. A bottle of water. Alright, mate. We don't sound like that here. Just like, I mean, I have a lot of friends here from UK and different parts of UK. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but I cannot understand Scottish guys. You know, it's quite difficult. The Irish are also not easy. But the guys from London, yeah, I mean, you can understand them easily. It's just a little bit different accent, and I really like the accent. I'm genuinely trying to learn myself the correct English accent. It's not easy. I'm sometimes I'm thinking about that, and you know, just keeping this in mind. Yeah, even I struggle with Scots sometimes. No, I love that you came in, so I don't take off and say, oh, okay. Yeah, when I do that with my friends, they are usually quite surprised, but you know, in a good way. Some laughs. And they have these sayings nobody understands from other countries here. Only English people say that. I've been in Scotland a few years ago, and I was like, okay, I speak English, you know, I can probably communicate. Nope. I struggled so much to understand them. I was a little younger, so my exposure to different accents was quite low. And I went to the shop. I wanted to buy. I think I wanted to buy a kilt actually to have some souvenir, you know, from Scotland. And I went inside, and I didn't manage to buy it. I just couldn't understand the words she was saying to the seller. You know, it was like, I mean, I appreciate Scotland. I love the nature, the architecture, you know, the old things. It's a great place. My family lives there, and I wish to go back. But damn, man, it's the accent they use is it's impossible, man. And in the end, I had to go with my this family member to buy the kilt. He helped me to communicate. My English is better than Polish when I was finishing high school, and got better on exams in English than Polish. The same for me. My English is, I mean, it's probably not like native, but probably better than Polish as well in terms of like the grammar stuff. Oh yeah, I was in Glasgow last year, and I had to get someone in a coffee to repeat themselves like 4 times slowly. And the landscape in Scotland is beautiful. Yeah, definitely was the case for me. They have some great memes about the Scottish as well. In one point, I was like, okay, it's basically like, you know, Games Workshop is giving like this orc voice in some videos, or in codexes they change a little bit of a pronunciation of some words to make sounds orcish. I feel like they speak Scottish because I also don't understand what they're saying. Because in the end, it's English. It's like a variation, it's kind of an accent, just orcish accent. I don't want to be offensive, really. It's just is the problem of me that I don't understand. Oh shit! Nice. Thanks for the follow. IGI 83 is going to paint all his pile of shame. Okay, nice. I got you there. Good commitment, man. It's good to remove all your gray minis. I'm not gonna lie, I find the written Polish pretty crazy. The words just don't sound like they're written to me. Yeah, the thing with Polish actually, if you know the correct sounds for each letter, it's super easy because it's you say things as written, right? Okay, there are a few exceptions like R and Z. You have to combine it to Z, right? Or SZ you combine to sh, like SH in English. But otherwise, beside these few exceptions, you can read it as it is. Similar to Spanish. Spanish is I think that's why Spanish is easy for us in Poland, or for most people in Poland, because of the pronunciation thing. There are not too many exceptions, right? For the thing how you read things. If you know the letter sound, you basically know how to read the thing. And they also have a gender differentiation for male and female. As we do, we have one additional one. I think in Spanish there is just two. It's hard for me to say if English is difficult though. because in Poland we are learning it from so young ages. Like we are going to school, even to kindergarten, and they are going nuts in English from the beginning. And then the parents are like, okay, you have to go to extra classes in English, and you have to pass your final exams in English, probably on the proficient level, and then in almost every job that after finishing university they require English, so we are surrounded by it at all times. I wanted to visit Poland again. Maybe I'll learn some for next time I go. Learn how the letters sounds, etc. I mean, it's not very useful language. I wouldn't be. And most of the people in Poland speak English, so you won't be you won't have a problem to communicate probably, especially younger generations. But even the older ones, like my aunts and uncles, that have like 50 years old or 60 years old, they picked up English when they were in their 30s, 40s, just to be relevant in the workplace, and it gave them a lot of leverage. So you should be fine just with English. Cheers from Zabrze, Slay the Grey, currently fighting with my rat army. Nice. Tarantuhalla. Thanks, man. Cheers to Zabrze. Yeah, rats are great. The new edition of Skavens are amazing. My good friend has a whole army. He bought like 2 or 3 boxes of the new starter for iOS, and he's going nuts with Skavens. If I had camera, I would paint with you on it. Yeah, I mean, you don't even need camera. I mean, you can join the Discord. The link is in bio. You paint something, you post a picture, or you just start a new conversation, and there's quite a lot of people there in our community. Or you can just put me in the back, just start painting. If you have something to say, just say in the chat. It's gonna be fun to do stuff like this too. And I remember when I was starting maybe it was already a few years, but Skavens, they had like new release back then. They had these bells and huge new vehicles with a lot of green crystals on them. And I remember I was so excited about these releases. They were so new and fresh. And I still have a white dwarf with these releases, like describing them, or with all the pictures, with some battle report. So it was, I think, still Phantasy Battle wasn't Age of Sigmar though. Probably if I would ask my brother, he would find this white dwarf somewhere. And yeah, it was something that was revolutionary back then, especially because nobody was painting these crystals and stones in that way. And I think it, the size as well. They were very big for the period that they were released. The big stuff was always, the domain of Forge World, and like our friend was a Tyrannid player, and he had Carnifex, and we were like, dang, Carnifex is so big, and he's so huge. Nobody has these big miniatures like Tyrannids. And now if you look at the Carnifex, it's funny how small it is compared to to other stuff that they are releasing now. It's like basically just a heavy infantry kind of. It is really worth to share this or other hobbies. I do it with YouTube, and the response of the hobby community is amazing. Ah, okay, so you do paint as well. That's nice. I mean, this YouTube stuff, just push me to do this. Get rid of this 1,000 gray soldiers. And we've been painting for many years with my brother and on the streams, but once a week, it's it's not that much probably to gather an audience. But on the morning streams, I feel like we have much more viewers than usually. Right now, it's showing me 9, which is like, damn, that's a lot of people. And I appreciate everyone who just, clicked the thumbnail and then join. It's nice. It's nice to have someone, in the chat. It's definitely much easier to hold a conversation than just talk to each other, to talk to myself for 2 hours. Well, my content is not really Warhammer related. It was with my older channel a long time ago. Ah, I see. Okay. But you do stream, right? It's not videos only. If you want to plug, just go ahead. Maybe someone will be interested to see what you produce, what your content is. Yesterday stream, there was some shoutouts to very talented Polish painters in the end of the stream, so I opened their links and everything, so maybe some viewers from UK or something, then they can find themselves a commissioned painter. I do long form and streams exotic pet related. Wow, that's so interesting. I really like exotic stuff, exotic animals. One of the most exotic animals I've seen in like real life was a white tiger. It's not pet, of course, but it was incredible to see from up close. And it was with like some other lions and tigers in the same cage, which was a little bit strange for me, like why they don't attack each other and that stuff, but they seemed calm and like they just are friends or something. But to see a white tiger was a thing. I would never think that I'm gonna see one. As well, there was a white tiger and white lion, but I think white tiger was a little bit more impressive. Was that in the UK? I think I've seen a white tiger here in UK Zoo once when I was a kid. No, it was in Qatar. It's, well, I don't think it was a zoo actually. I think it was a private, I should say collection, I don't know. Private park. It looks like a, private mansion with just wild animals all over the place. There was a part with zebras and like antelopes and crocodiles, like a safari basically. And there was a part with wild cats, and beside like regular cheetahs and lions, there were these white tigers and that stuff. And they were just behind a small cage. Definitely not the safest environment to look at the wild cats. But if you really would like to, you could probably put the hand there and make them fit it. I wouldn't recommend it, but it was a possibility. Definitely not the safest place. Also with the safari, we were just walking near the trees, a little bit further from the plain field where the zebras were running. You don't want to, and there were like 25, 30 zebras. So you don't want to meet them in the open field when they're running together. You basically just get trampled. But it was an impressive thing because I've never been to Africa, but I believe that you can see these animals there in safari. But this was just a small taste of what you can get there, probably. A small dream, but maybe in the future. So far, my nine-ish spider species, a few bugs, and the snake must be enough. Well, my wife wouldn't be very happy. I would collect spiders. She's so afraid of them. But this is an impressive collection, man. And I don't know if do you have to spend a lot of time to take care of them? Like, it's a lot of animals, but probably they don't eat like cats, like I don't know, 3 times a day or 4 times a day. You don't have to go with them on a walk like with dogs. Just sit in the terrarium and chill out. Maybe you can feed them once a week. I really don't know. They are like difficult to manage. And how do you play with them? Like, if you throw them the bone, they will bring it up, bring it back. I don't know. Maybe not the spiders, but snake. I did, right? I wanted always to have a chameleon. I find them really really interesting because they can change the color and everything. You feed them once per week, so much feeding. Okay, so very, very low effort pets. That's nice. I mean, I've got a cat and it's already low effort, but this sounds even better. I used to go to the garden when I was young and just try to find the biggest spider and put it in the can, or like these glass cups, and I was trying to catch for him some flies. It was a hobby for me back then. But then I think he died or something, and I was like, well, I think I'm not the best caretaker of spiders. But I was 10 or something, very, very small. Chameleons are pretty tough to keep compared to snakes. Hydroseminantes, hello, Paris. Well, guys. Yeah, I mean, interestingly, I didn't have chameleon, but 3 months ago, I found a gecko in my home. Not outside. It was, usually they're next to my plants in the garden or like hiding in the bushes. But this guy, I believe what happened was like we have a plant that we wanted to keep inside, and it was outside for like 2 or 3 weeks. and the gecko just found a home there. And when we brought the plant inside, just stayed there hidden, and we didn't see him for few weeks. But our cat was crazy about the plant. He was trying to all the time go into it and try to, you know, take out the earth, and he was going crazy next to the plant. And one night I was going out to water the plants outside, and I saw on the wall the gecko next to the door. I was like, what the fuck? And he was a big one. He was an adult. It has like, I don't know, 15 centimeters or something. And I was, god damn, this guy was living with us for all these weeks, and we had no idea. Just our cat was like, no, I'm not living in Poland, no. No, he was, they live outside here. That's why. And our garden is, I don't know, quite nice for them, I think, because there's a few of them running around. We have good plants. We have snake plants, and they can easily hide in them. Because there's a lot of leaves. Oh, okay, I'm out. Need to pick Wi-Fi from work. See you later. See you. Thanks for coming over, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, they're living outside, and I think when we brought the snake plant into the house, he just sneaked in one of them and lived for a few months, for a few weeks inside it. And we are, what the fuck? The cat is getting crazy next to it, and you know he's. And we were trying to find what he is looking for there in this plant, and we couldn't see the gecko until this one night. He felt comfortable. I know why. Because this was the day where in the morning I left my cat with a friend in another house, because we were living for a while. We wanted to go to Poland for like 1 month or so, so we had to give a cat to a friend. And this gecko, I think he felt like comfortable that he can go out of the plant, and he was trying to escape from with the front door. So when I saw that, I was like super shocked, and of course let him outside. I love these small lizards. They're cute. I wanted to have an octopus as a pet. It will be costly and hard to manage. Oof, I have no idea how you take care of octopus, honestly. You can probably ask Tarantula, since he is an expert on tropical animals. Maybe there are some resources. I just ate the octopus. I've never heard of having a pet as octopus. I've tried an octopus when I was in first time in my life, when I was in Japan. It was quite surprisingly tasty, because I was I just don't like a lot seafood. I'm not the biggest fan, and in general I'm not a guy who likes to try new, strange, different food. But they didn't basically have anything left to eat. It was in the hotel, and they said, okay, you have the salad or you can eat octopus. Okay, fuck. So I've tried this octopus, and it was really good. I was very surprised. You could probably compare it to eating chicken. It's not that far away. But I mean, if you have it as a pet, then of course don't eat it. I heard they are intelligent animals. I remember there was this octopus that was trying to predict what was that? The score of some football competition. It's famous in media. I'm sure you remember that. It was, I think, Spain-Netherlands game or something in Europe. And it was giving the right results by, I don't know, going to the flag he wanted to go. I don't know. Something like this. From what I remember, they are tough to get, tough to keep, and love to escape. Exactly, they have like 8 brain load. Okay. Sounds like a very, very tough pet to have. But they look impressive. If you have one of them in the aquarium, probably you need also a lot of space. I don't know if they are very big or they can get very big. Probably yes. So they need to have a little bit of freedom. As you can see, I'm painting now red capes. No, it's not a cape, it's like a ribbon, how you call it in English, I'm not sure. It's part of material that covers their balls, basically. And we're going straight over the gold, just because it will give a more shiny finish than, you know, painting it in gray cere or like white. And this is what the look I'm going for, which is like a satin finish, not a matte natural fabric. It's more like a synthetic fabric look. A different look compared to the pants that I want to have matte and the leather boots. I have to think about how to do some highlights on this leather. Because probably some scratch marks or that kind of thing would be nice to have. And after the red, I'm thinking what to do next. Probably I'll do Noon Oil over the metallic parts. And then most of the base will be finished already. Like this dude looks kind of done. I'll do these, you know, non-point parts, but the main parts you can say are done. There are some ropes here that are gonna be white or whitish, and of course the head. To paint the heads and the arms. The arms are probably the things that I don't like to do very much on these guys, but they have to be done. Let me take Moon Oil. Do you know what you're going to work on after the Venatari yet? Yes, I decided. I'm doing Constantin Valdor. I can show you because it's just next to me. Development. Okay, gotta go. Feel free to join my live stream today about the exotic pet hobby in Sweden. Lady Grey. Thanks, man. Take care, Tarantula. Have a good day. Thanks for coming, man. And good luck with the bugs. So this would be a nice nice continuation of Custodies, I think. It gives a lot of points. And it's like 350 points in 30k, which I'm mostly using the Custodies for. Yeah, and the model is nice. You can take out the model from the main base and just play it, or you can leave it here and just have it as a piece on the, you know, on the shelf. It's looking nice and it looks intimidating. I mean, there's a lot of work here, a lot of things to do. It's quite complicated model. And there's some demon head on the shoulder here. And there are some wings, you know, some artifacts that he's holding. Nice spear. The cape is quite big as well. So it's gonna take a while to finish it, but I feel like, and plus the base is huge compared to other bases. But it's mostly done. I mean, I know what colors I want to do. Probably I have to use the airbrush for the base though, just to speed up the process of painting, because doing all with the regular brush is too much. It's a really big space. Will be worth it once it's done. Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna definitely be a centerpiece of the army, because this is currently my, you know, most, I would say, in points expensive model, and probably the most powerful model as well. So he's gonna be looking good between the other guys. I'm excited about that. So yeah, this was the idea for my next project. With finishing that and the Venatari, I probably need a little bit more points to get 3000 points. Like maybe one squad of Guardians, or of course some bikes maybe. And I will get to 3000. Just I want to avoid, you know, doing too much of regular infantry, which is probably not the most interesting thing to watch, you know, just painting guardians and spears and or shields. It's just getting repetitive, especially when I did it already. Will be the warlord of your force, I'm assuming. Yeah, he's the warlord. He's basically like a Primarch. I'm currently reading 13th book from the Horse Heresy, and Mr. Valor tried to do things low. Oh, okay, that's interesting guy. Honestly, I have no idea about his story, what he's doing, and I was reading a little bit of the guy from 40k. What was his name? Also, the main boss, he has similar things, like he has shit, I don't remember now. What was his name? If you guys remember, probably you can check that. The guy has a similar cape to this Constantin Valor. He has some kind of lion on the shoulder. Yeah, I was reading about him a little bit. But if you want to share what's the story of Constantin Valor, by all means, just go ahead. Be an interesting thing to know before actually playing this guy. I assume he's so really powerful because he's the, like, you can say, Primarch of Custodes, which Custodes are, you know, the strongest Imperial warriors. So it would be strange if he's, you know, worse than Primarchs, but who knows. The Dark Angels guy, I think, Lionel Jones, so... I think I missed the meaning of that message. No. You talk about this guy is a beast. Maybe that's who you meant with the lion on the shoulder. No. I mean the guy from Custodes. He's just in regular Terminator armor. Yeah, this Lionel Johnson is a beast. Yeah, he's great. But I mean, if you look at the guy from just
Forest, oh, check it. No worries, guys. Stories, Games Workshop. So, can I go 40k? Armies of Imperium, let's discuss studies. He's even in the... Yeah. No, he's not. Trajan Valoris.
Trajan Valoris, yeah.
So, if you look at him, he has some kind of a feather. Not feather, sorry. Like an animal on the shoulder. It doesn't look on the main picture, but if you see the 360 view, you can see that he has some kind of this is lion. Yeah, he has a lion on the shoulder. I was right. And he has these artifacts and some acts. So
Constantin Valdur looks like he's stronger brother or stronger, I don't know, general. And definitely has a more epic miniature, because this Trajan Valoris is quite a regular looking now. It's a nice mini, and I'm going to paint him, but not that impressive. So after, well, probably I will finish these guys, these Venatari, during the weekend, if I'll have time. Probably yes. I don't want to drag them to another stream. This is the part that I will try to avoid. And then from the Monday stream, or even Sunday with my brother, I'm gonna start painting Trajan. No, not Trajan, fuck. Of course, Constantin Valdur. And he's gonna take me a while. If I can paint him in 1 week, then I will be very happy, honestly. It's a big miniature, a lot of details, and I want to make him look really good. Like, if he's a center point of the army, then she has to be a center point of the army. I mean, like, looking good. Rule-wise, I have no idea if he's strong for 30k or no. Probably, as he should, as a like kind of a Primarch. But we'll see about that. The friends here are pushing for 30k to play, trying to get my army done, so I can play with my minis with them. By the way, I'm starting. I was telling you that yesterday already, but I'm starting Necromunda campaign this weekend on Friday, and I've managed to finally do the list, and I think it's super fun. There is no vehicles because I don't have vehicles for Necromunda. We are going to play Ash Wastes for the first time, but it is a lot of fun stuff. So we have a little bit more points since we are playing with vehicles in theory, and I'm playing Vansar, and I'm going with 4 guys on the skateboards, on the flying skateboards. Champion, 2 champions, and leader. Only 7 guys with 1,400 credits, but they have nice kits. All the flyers, they have shields, so mesh armor, basically front arc to upsave. And I will focus on rat guns. So I have a rat cannon, I have a rat gun. I'm going to have some rat grenades. And yeah, basically just trying to give everyone -1 to toughness. And I think it's gonna be super fun. You know, you have 4 flyers, very fast units. You need something fast on the Ash Wastes, since there is much less terrain to cover. And my, bigger guys, I mean, they are going front, they are going combat. My architect has Spider Rig, so he's super combat, and hopefully I'll have a chance to have some fun. They are not optimized, not at all. If an enemy has a shooting army, I'm done, probably. That's why I invest a little bit more to get the armor and these shields. But other than that, pretty squishy. We'll see how it goes. About the shoulders, at this point, most cool one is from Rogadorn. Don't know if the Forger Mini has that much level of details. I have a lot of stuff for Necromunda, never played it due to lack of time, but I've watched some games and it was hilarious. I'm in a good way. Yeah. No, the Necromunda is 100% about fun. Just, enjoy the process, because it's not very serious. It's not very serious game in the most part. That's why I really like it. In 40k you're kind of serious, and some of the guys are taking stuff seriously too. There's a lot of focus on tournament play and all the changes, all the rules, and Necromunda is just terrible guys playing against terrible guys and just enjoying the time. One of the greatest systems in my opinion. And you are all the time active, because the activation is 1 by 1, so there's not like turn for your opponent, then turn for you. It's just, you activate 1 miniature, then the opponent activates 1 miniature. So it's definitely an engaging game. If you have a chance to play, then definitely well try it. Alright, man, I gotta shut off. All the best, Barhammer, and everyone in the chat. Take care. All. Thanks, man. Thanks again for coming over. I appreciate you here, having the time to join. And imagine the power game is trying to play it and optimize things. Yeah, Necromunda is not. I mean, there are power games in Necromunda. Don't get me wrong. I've played against them, and not so fun. Not so fun, must say. Because if you are not a power gamer and your list is, you know, silly, funny, and not so serious, and you meet someone who whose squad is very good, optimized, and that stuff, then you are basically getting destroyed in the first encounter. And I feel like it's gonna happen to me right now. Like, I have close combat Vancer. It cannot end up well. It just cannot. And close combat, not in a good way. I don't have any strong weapons in close combat. I just have shields that are close combat weapon. I do have some pistols that in theory they are close combat weapon, so definitely not an optimized list for Vansar. I probably as a Vansar I should just take the guy with a multi-melta against vehicles because they have amazing shooting. Probably some plasmas, plasma guns and plasma pistols. And that's it. Just sit back and shoot. Sit back and shoot. This would be the best list I could get, probably. Not gonna do that for sure. It's just boring, killing the vibe. I've tried to play it. I've tried to play it, and I played against these kind of lists, and it's just painful to play against. I want my opponents to have fun. I want to have fun, and I do not have fun if I just destroy completely my opponent in the first turn. The game's supposed to be, you know, close and like engaging, and like everything can happen every time. But if you're going for a power gaming strategy, then maybe you have fun, but nobody around you. Yeah, if you're a power gamer, it's better if you play against power gamers. This is the truth. Then I'm sure everyone has fun, because everyone is, you know, highly competitive, and everyone wants to win and bring strongest lists, which is fine. I used to play hard, especially 40k. I loved, you know, getting my list optimized to be as good as it can be. That's why I have so many miniatures. It's just, you know, getting more and more to have all the options available. But in one moment it was just I had enough. I even played some tournaments, some events, you know, locally here. And even I have won this 40k event. It was a beginning of no, sorry, it was I think it was a end of 9th edition or something. It was the moment where Eldar Codex was released, near that time or after that time. I don't remember now exactly. But in that time I was super into playing competitively, and my friends here, they were competitive as well. So it was like, okay, I'm trying to get the best list I can. Let's do it. And everyone was on board with that. But the moment came where there was just too many rules, too many new rules, too many FAQs, changes. And I was like, I cannot keep up with that. I don't have time for that. I have a family, I have work. I want to enjoy the time where I play the hobby. So I stopped playing 40k and start playing Necromunda, and it was an amazing change for me. Totally different vibe, the shift of mental, definitely. I like the fluffy games the most, and the most games the most, and once played just for fun. It is the point for me and my friends, but there are different preferences, of course. I don't want to be that guy. I mean, I don't mind if you are playing strong lists. It's good to warn the opponent, though. Sorry, guys. I told you I got a little bit of running nose. It's just good to communicate with the opponent that you are going with a strong one. Then he can prepare, then he can build a strong one too, and try to, you know, match the intensity of what you are bringing. So this is totally fine. But if you are not communicating that you are building something strong, if you're like going, oh, okay, I'm bringing something normal, just I want to test things out, and the opponent is like, okay, whatever, I will bring my best, or like meta, then not that much fun. Not that much fun to play against, because you want to test things, new things. You have, you know, the units that are not in meta and just are not oftenly played, and they are just smashed. Even in the beginning of 10th, I have played one more competitive game with my elders against Space Marines, and the guy was like, yeah, I'm playing tournaments, and, you know, I want to test my list and a competitive, so if you can bring the best elder list you can, then yeah, go ahead. I was like, okay, I guess if he wants, I will try to do my best to find something that he can, you know, compete against. And what happened was that elders were so imbalanced that I basically destroyed him in the first turn. I killed more than half of the army in the first turn, and the game was done after 1.5 hour or 1 hour. So not so fun. I mean, I just felt bad, you know, just felt bad destroying everything. Even though, okay, we agreed it's supposed to be a competitive game, blah blah blah, but you cannot have that much power, because I took like my fire prisms, I took my Rave Lord, sorry, Rave Knight, I took some Rave Guards. You know, it was a tough list to kill, with many vehicles, many wounds, high toughness, and at the same time with a super strong firepower. And of course mobility, because the elders are mobile. So, and the beginning of 10th, they had these, how they call these dices that you can use 6 on anything. Similar to what the Sisters of Battle have, this fate dice. And with the amount of devastating wounds, which are mortals on 6s, well, it's just not fair. And I was maxing out the amount of fate dice I could have, because you could have more if you have Eldrad. I think you could have more if you had some kind of stratagems, but maybe equipment or something. Maybe I shouldn't stop that early, to be fair. I should give a little bit more chance for 40k. But it was the last game I played, basically. I've played some test games of Necrons, maybe 2, and then this Eldar game. I don't want to get in a situation where I'm the guy who loses in the first turn, so that would suck. Have you tried to use soap for your brushes? Have some organic thing in it, and it's very good. I guess you talk about the cleaning brushes with soap. Yes, I do have a soap. I'm not using it very regularly. From time to time, I'm doing the session to paint the brushes, and that's it. But no, I'm not a regular user. I wouldn't say about me that I'm the regular user of a soap. Probably I should be. But I don't know, I just don't mind playing with painting with old brushes. It's not that big of a deal for me. I have a few brushes that have good tip, so I'm using them only for doing eyes, or yeah, basically only eyes, and everything else I managed to do with other regular stuff. Also, my soap is quite in a bad condition, because I used to use it a lot, and it's dirty, you know. So when I open it, I'm like, well, I have dirty brushes. I want to get them more dirty with a soap. It's just kind of pointless. I feel like. And I don't know how to clean the how to clean the soap, or if you even do that. Do you recommend any? Because maybe it's time to try some soap to rescue my brushes. For these guys, I'll do all the hands, because I didn't realize that I was painting the wrong ones. I mean, they switch hands basically, so they can have the gun in left or right. And I thought I painted correctly the hands and shields. I mean guns and shields, but that was not the case, so I have to paint it all, which is fine. It will be ready for the next two guys. And they are small parts, so not that big of a deal. Of course, I'm painting now the leather and the gloves. Next will be the material of the shirt. It's gonna be black. I see how you wrap your brushes and just want to ask. Okay, yeah, my technique is not the best, you know. Also, I'm painting with contrast, which is, you know, I don't need to use the tip all the time. I just want to make it faster. But this is not excuse. I probably should focus more on how I use the brush, so I can keep the best quality I can have. What to do? I feel like when I was starting the challenge, I was more focused on that actually. You know, just use the tip. Go slowly, precisely. Definitely not the case now, as you can see. But the main part, I don't want to get the paint in the places that it shouldn't be, and so far I managed to do that, so that's fine. And this brush, for example, it has like, I don't know, 5 years, and it looks okay. It doesn't have a amazing tip. I wouldn't paint an eye with that, but the smaller details, like even highlights, I can paint probably quite easily with it. I've got one from a Rebel company, I think. Red Dove, a guy mentioned yesterday, gave me a recommendation. It worked very good for me. Yeah. Rebel. I think Rebel is from Gdańsk, so they have some great stuff. Let me just drink a little bit. How we go with the time? We have 5 minutes. Let's do silver dry brush. I have to do non-oil in the places of vents. And I will do black over the material on the arms. So let me do something like this. I'm gonna probably finish these guys in my free time today or during the weekend. I'll post the result on Instagram, brohammer_HPG, and you will have the picture in the next stream in the corner in place of Palace Craft Tank. I like to, you know, keep track of what I've done previously and just, you know, keep going. Next one, next one, next one. There we go. Should be a fast and easy job here. Stone oil. I think I'm not gonna bother with highlights there. Dry brushing this area. Just don't want to make it messy and dirty. I don't want to go over the gold with the once again I destroyed this part. It's easier to paint now, but once again I broke it. So on Venatari there are these parts over the vents that are, I don't know, should be like covering the vents or whatever. See these small thingies, and they are breaking really easily. Especially if I broke it already one time, they just broke over and over again. Yeah, but let me just fix it right away. So for that, I'm gonna take my favorite glue, Green Stuff Lord Instant Glue. It has a jelly consistency and works like a super glue. It's the same type of glue, it's just a jelly consistency. So let's go ahead and put it here. Hold it a little bit. Just a little more. And let it dry. Okay. So that was that. We reached 2 hours. We are reaching 2 hours in 40 seconds. So I just want to thank you guys for all this week painting sessions. We managed to finish Palace Craft Tank. We are on a good way to finish this Venatari Squad, and I was really happy to have you here. Hopefully you'll be back next week on Monday in the morning. I'm gonna be back hopefully with this guy, Konstantin Valdor, when I'm done with these 3 guys, and we are gonna start the real challenge here. It's just 1 mini, but really nice 1 mini. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day, have a great night, wherever you are, and see you in the next one. Peace.